This portion is the open forum per Rhode Island General Law, Section 4246-6D. So if anybody would like to address the council, we've got 15 minutes allocated for this time, so feel free to step forward and just please identify yourself at the podium. Pardon me?
Oh, wait, have we started?
We're starting.
Okay. Oh, good evening. William J. Connell from 29 Maple Avenue in Smithfield. I'm here as a school committee liaison. I'm just here with you tonight to address you, just to remind you of, we have this Saturday, we have the budget presentation, and that's going to be like a budget presentation really to the school committee. But what we're trying to do is reach out, and we're going to be seeing it for the first time, and you've been invited, the committee's been invited, I think the budget commission's been invited. It's a public meeting, really welcome anybody who can attend. I don't expect everyone to be able to attend, but if some people can attend, that'd be great. Again, we'll be seeing it for the first time. We're going to be working on it. So it's a chance to see it at the same time we see it, and we're hoping that we can, really work really very well together in structuring a budget from the school committee that will also be good for the town, and also something that, will be you guys will be very informed and aware of what's going on. I will mention that I noticed, and I had a chance to look at this earlier, you are also you are also going to be the Charter Review Commission, is that my understanding?
Correct.
And one thing that one proposal we're going to look at, and not to really ask for any decision, just going to mention tonight that we're going to mention here on Saturday. One idea we were proposing was maybe pushing the time back for reporting the school budget, the first budget from December, to maybe something a little later in the year, well, I should say later in the fiscal year, but earlier in the calendar year. In other words, maybe instead of doing it in December, perhaps maybe sometime in February, March, because then maybe even April of the following year, so that we have a little more accurate, a little more accurate projection of numbers at those times. But we'll talk more about that. We're going to talk more about that Saturday. Just give you a preview of that now that we're going to talk about that. And the only other thing I wanted to mention was I think the schools are going through the NEAS visit. President Flaherty was able to come by and see some of the music yesterday. I have to say, just as a parent watching it, it was a great start, a lot of great performances and demonstrations by our students to the NEAS committee. And NEAS is, throughout New England, they accredit the different schools, and this is the North Central High School's big accreditation process. And just to point it was really great to see the kids doing such a great job. And we had the band presenting, we had students presenting their senior projects, showing some of the research they're doing. And it was something to really take note of. We had some really great things going on at the high school yesterday afternoon, and it's continuing over the next few days. And that's all I have, unless you have any questions of me regarding the Saturday.
Bill, just wanted to confirm that Saturday is at 9 a.m.
Yes, 9 a.m.
Okay.
And we are going to have refreshments and everything. It's going to be
Right in this room.
I believe so. Yes, we're going to have food and refreshments, and again, it's open to the public as well. So I know the town administrator, but pretty much, I know the budget commission, the town administrator, you guys have been directly invited, but it's really open to anyone. We want this process to be as transparent as we can.
Sure. Mr. Connell, do you expect other members of the school committee to be there on Saturday?
Oh yeah, this actually is a school committee meeting. It's actually going to be the first time we're going to see, the upcoming budget, nuts and bolts. So we're going to get a real handle on it. So
It would be nice to be in one room altogether.
Exactly. What I think is interesting and novel about this, and I think is good, you'll be seeing it the first time we're seeing it. So you can see where we're at, where we're going, and sort of learning together, if you will. At least that's see how it goes. Any other questions? Thank you.
My name is Mr. Chairman, members of the North Smithfield Town Council. Good evening. My name is Ernie Walter. I live at 600 Victory Highway in Slatersville. And there is an issue here which I just want to bring up briefly. I don't think it'll take me more than a few minutes. I've already sent you a copy by email. But I was approached recently by members of, by students at the University of Rhode Island. Kelly Scully was doing a documentary on their dancing improvement. So they asked me to meet them up there at Rankin Path a week or two ago, and just sort of lay on the line what I thought were the issues. And I know there might be some things I might have missed, but I've tried to study these issues from many angles, and I have nothing really at heart except the best interest of the town in terms of what's at stake, which is mainly the property values and the freedoms and so forth. And it puts the town council at I realize, a very awkward position of the way this thing happened with respect to the executive session on January 18th, 2011, right after the new council took over. But the town cannot really come to any kind of an idea of what's going on unless they find out more about what has happened. And there are many troubling unanswered questions which I feel are unresolved. This is not a small lawsuit. It's a $6 million lawsuit in the town by Narragansett Improvement. And there remains these unresolved questions. How can anyone understand the seriousness of these issues? Why did Mr. Yazbek place the settlement of the Narragansett Improvement lawsuit on the agenda? The master plan in Narragansett Improvement didn't come close to passing muster with either the planning board or the zoning board. And for all we knew or know, this might have been ready for the already assigned defense attorney, to move to dismiss, which would have been logical. And so the question remains, why was not the defense attorney not brought in on this issue, and on the decision to place it on the agenda? And how could the town solicitor, Mr. Nadeau, allow this to happen, knowing full well this could easily jeopardize the case the town might have had to defend it, and now it's been dragging out all this time. And if the town solicitor, Mr. Yazbek, didn't know what was the problems here, why didn't the town solicitor let him know? What initiated the drafting of a new gravel ordinance without the town council getting involved? Why, knowing this might jeopardize a litigation already in progress in the event of a settlement, even supersede existing zoning laws designed to defend the town against precisely what appears to be an insidious intrusion by a developer to exploit the town by a large-scale gravel mining operation, perhaps running in hundreds of millions of dollars? Why did Mr. Yazbek try to remove the assignment of defense attorney from the case? Why did Mr. Yazbek forbid this attorney, who had already been assigned to defend the town, from attending a critical executive session involving Narragansett Improvement? Then why all the rush to replace the town's very able defense attorney with someone else who just happens to be a partner of the town solicitor at that time, that's Mr. Nadeau? And I just...
Mr. Alter, just wanted to point out, and I'm happy to hear your thoughts on this. I just do want to point out that we've got 5 minutes left to the good and welfare, and I just want to make sure that if there are other people that wanted to speak to the council, that they would have that time.
I haven't finished my 5 minutes, but if it's all right with you, I'd be through in about 2 minutes. I just have a couple of sentences. Do not the people who pay the taxes and who are elected you to office have a right to know what's going on? Does the town council think so little of the town people that it's all just swept under the rug? I believe the integrity of the town is at stake. Every member of the council has taken an oath of office to protect the property values and freedoms of homeowners in this town, many of whom share a common aquifer for their well water that would be put in jeopardy. The obligation of each town council member in protecting these basic rights and freedoms is a very real obligation, not only under the town charter, but in the very spirit and letter of the U.S. Constitution. Unless it conducts a full inquiry, no one will ever know what happened. And unless the town conducts its inquiry soon, I believe it will fade out and that the council will lose a great deal of its credibility. So I strongly urge the North Smithfield Town Council to place at the earliest opportunity on the agenda a proposal to conduct an inquiry on Article 4 using Article 4 of the town charter. Thank you.
Is there anybody else who would like to address the council?